All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick video on some tips and some tricks and just some ideas on how to make a really good survival guide for your second group project. The first thing you want to keep in mind is the digital format, okay? Now, at this time in the semester, you all are slammed, you got a million things going on, and meeting together is not always going to be possible. So I want to encourage you to use something like Google Slides or even a blog format. That way everyone can log in, everyone can see what each other has done, and you can see here with Google Slides, you can see what your teammates are doing, and you can also give them feedback. All right, so that's the first thing, is pick the format that's going to work best for your team. Try Google Slides, try a blog. If that doesn't work, you can get creative with something else that you as a team thinks would work really well, but I would definitely say that using Google Drive, specifically Google Slides, or setting up a free blog is awesome. Now, both of these are free. All you need is a Gmail address for Google Slides or Google Drive, whatever you want to call it. And let me know if you have questions about how to get started with that. All right, so let's talk about the survival guide. So that's the first thing, is digital format. The second thing is think about what is considered a good post, okay? A good post is something that is deep, it's detailed, it's creative, and it really engages us. You can see there's a lot of good stuff here, right? This is fun, and it's exciting, and it really plays on this whole Ned's Declassified. However, there's not a whole lot of pictures here. So even though this is deep and it's very clear, and for the most part this is accurate, I would like you to be more creative in terms of having pictures that really engage us and get us excited, okay? So let's take a look at this survival guide. You can see here this is a lot deeper. There's a lot of good information here. However, it gets problematic as you start going deeper. You can see these get shorter and shorter, and you're talking about just regulation and team spirit. Instead, what I want you to think about is how can you look at each prep and give multiple posts about each prep so that we really kind of stay within the wheelhouse of each of the major ideas. So if you're talking about EQ, I'd like that to be one really strong post, okay? If you're talking about systems, maybe that's two different posts. If we're talking about the difference between the characteristics, the principles, and the variables. But what's really nice about this survival guide is there's videos and there's pictures, of course, an animated GIF. There's a lot of good stuff here, but at times there's not a whole lot of information. Especially as you get further, we don't really have a whole lot here. In fact, for tip number 7, reflect on the kind of person you are. All we have is the quiz, but we don't really understand what the MBTI is, okay? Another thing that I want you to do is I want you to create a lot of this stuff yourself, okay? Please do not use my information. Please do not use my pictures. I want you to go out and I want you to explain to me in your own words, okay? All right, let's go back to what a good post is. Here's what's cool. This looks beautiful, right? And we're really excited. But then we go to read more, and there's just not a lot here. This is not considered a good post. So you're probably wondering right now, Adam, what is a good post? Okay, well, let me try to rephrase this. We have essentially 10 preps, okay? Because I dropped prep 12, and prep 7 is really kind of your system diagram. However, if you want to incorporate that, you absolutely can, and I would love that. But essentially, you're looking at about 10 preps, 11 if you're including the systems diagram. So I think that each person should have three really strong posts, okay? And again, a good post is got to be creative. It has to be a good length. It's got to be accurate. And finally, it's got to be creative, okay? And this is kind of where it gets challenging because I'll give you feedback if you come in on that feedback day and really kind of show me what you have. Let me try to go back here and show you what I believe is going to be a good post. A good post should really condense kind of all the major ideas from each prep, and there's going to be some overlap and you're going to want to explain things a little bit differently at times. And so if you each do about 3 good posts, that's going to get you about 12, and like I said, there's 10, 11 preps, so there won't really be a whole lot of overlap. And again, you can always come and talk to me. The last thing that I think is really important is to make sure that you offer some kind of way for us to not only understand our conflict style or MBTI, but even our role and how we take on roles. So here's kind of a cool thing that one of the teams did. You can kind of answer these questions to how you respond to conflicts, and they've got some really cool different things. I don't know kind of where this comes into play. This probably isn't all that helpful, but what I really want to show you is kind of how they tie up your conflict style and how it kind of relates to who all they are, which I think is really cool. So at the end of this conflict styles quiz, it calculates it for you, and it tells you what your conflict style is, and it also tells you why you're like the person in The Bachelor. So make sure, this is the last tip, make sure that you really give us opportunities to assess ourselves, right? Don't just give me a link to MBTI, explain how I can use that information, come up with your own questions for how to figure out what your conflict style is. And most importantly, like have fun. Like this team over here, just had so much fun creating this. You can see it looks really nice. They called this the roommate issue, and obviously your audience is going to be college students. So this survival guide has to be about college students working together in teams, and you want to help them apply this information. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you, and if you have any questions, please email me. Otherwise, I hope this answers your question. Thanks. Bye.